start a Wix website. So basically, you're going to go to wix.com, hit enter. It's a free website, and this is what you're going to do once you get to this point with your projects. Click the website builder. You're going to get to this page that says create your own website. If you already have one, you'll sign in, or you'll hit get started. Click get started. Now, I can continue with Google because I'm a teacher and I'm going to be here in the future. I suggest that you guys use a different email other than your school email to set up your account. So you're not going to use your school account to set up your Wix website. So you would actually put in an email here, whatever email you have that you use outside of school. Then you're going to create a password, then you're going to hit sign up. But for me, I'm just going to hit continue with Google because I'm just doing this for a demonstration. And I actually have my own website that I actually pay for through tripod.com. But I suggest this website to create yours because it's free. And actually, I myself want to transfer my website to this free site. I just haven't had time to do it. But as you can see here, once I logged in, I have a bunch of different websites that I had shown for demonstrations just getting started. So you can create multiple websites for free. But what you'll do is you'll hit create new site. Then it's going to ask you this: what kind of website do you want to create? We're in photography class, so I would suggest doing a photography one. You could always create a different one for something else, or you can change this one later. So then I get to templates. So it says photography website templates. And you can scroll down. There's like hundreds of templates, but maybe you see one that you like, just the layout. I would go ahead and click one. So here's art photographer. I'm going to click view and check it out. Okay, so now I can see what it looks like. Scrolling down, it's giving me a little example of how. So on this website, I would scroll up and I could see the different images. Some websites will have like a scroll sideways. Some will have like a just changing image over and over in the front, like a rotation. That's up to you. But if you like the site, I'm going to go ahead and click edit. And now it's going to be mine. And then from this point, what I'm going to do is begin making it mine. And this is what you guys have to do. So once it loads, it's going to set up for you. We'll give it a second here. Okay, so it gets to this. Now you can see this is the building part. So this is where you're building the site. Now here you can see what it looks like when you're in the editing mode. Just a little brief outline. Here's your pages. He doesn't have a lot of pages. It just has info and prints, but you can set yours up however you want. And this will be the customizable part that'll make it yours and kind of give it your look. First thing I would do is just, if you click here on the name, I just hit delete. See, now I could just change it. So if I just backstep, now I could just put Mr. Green for your name. That easy. And then I click out, and I would start going through and I would get rid of these images because you're not going to use their image, his images. So I just deleted them. I just deleted the images. Now I'm also looking at the bottom right here. See, it has a little header at the bottom, or a footer it's called. So click that, make sure you change that because you don't have somebody else's name there. So I'm going to double click it. And then just change the name. Created by you. You'll just go through page by page and do this. Now, when you're ready to start adding stuff, so if I go to a different page, so I'll go to menu and pages, this is how you get to your other pages in the editing mode. So I go menu and pages, and now I can see, actually he does have a lot of different pages, so it must be under a different, so he has under work, he has all these different pages. So let's kind of see, okay, so here he would go to work, and then under work, you can see where he has all his different pages. Now, if you don't want all these pages on there and you only want like a couple, depends how you're going to set yours up. Like you could set yours up project 1, project 2, project 3. You could set it up black and white, portraits. That's why I just want you guys to kind of get started now, and eventually we'll be adding to this as we go. But if you want to just simplify it, you can come over and click this and just hit delete, and you can delete that page. So now he just has these pages under work, and he has info and prints. So let's go to info. So here I'm on the info page now. I clicked it, and now I can see in the info what it looks like. So you're going to eventually write a little thing about yourself, but we'll talk about that later. He has like awards and stuff like that. If you wanted to preview the site, I could go here to preview and see what it looks like. So here, this is what it looks like so far. So now if I go back to work, now you can see all the different pages he has. You'll change those. Go back to work. There's many different ways to set it up in the direction that you want to go. But now I'm back on the home page where I didn't put an image yet. So I'm going to show you how to put an image. So I'm going to go back to editor. Now here's how you would import an image. You got to know where the images are, okay, just like everything else. Then you're going to go to add. And then here's where you're going to add anything you want. And this is where you can get kind of creative if you'd like, or keep it simple. It's up to you. So you can add text, you could add an image, you could add a button. Like a button would actually make it go. So if you click the button, whatever you put on here, like say you put portraits and you clicked it on there, if someone clicked that, you could make it then go to your portraits page. Sometimes people do that. If you want a different menu, so here's the menus at the top. I'm going to change the menu maybe. This will confuse some people because you'll have pages and then you won't have created a menu. So if I click menu, then I click this, I drag it out, I could just drop it right here. Now I have a different menu here. I could get rid of this menu if I didn't want that. That's up to you. I'm going to delete it for now. But that's how you would add stuff. So here, if I go to add and I go to image, I go to my image uploads, and then this is where you would find your images that you would start uploading to your site. Now that's why I wanted you guys to do this top 10 portraits or top 10 favorite images from the beginning, because now you should have some to kind of start putting on there. You could label that way on your menus. You could put, for your first menu, you could have top 10 images. You could put previous photos. You could put, maybe you have all like sunsets. You could put sunsets. But basically you'll go in here and you'll upload the media. So you're going to find where it is. So you upload from computer, or you can click and drag in there if you want. So if you could click and drag over, or you can upload from computer. I'm just going to do it the upload from computer way. Then I'm going to go to my desktop because that's where I have that one folder, film scans, and I'll click that one image that I edited in the editing program. There it is. I'm going to click that one, hit open. If it's a really large file, if it's a PSD file, it'll have an error. Like so right now it's loading 1.9 megabytes. That's good. So I'm going to click the image and I'm going to hit add to page. Now I added it to that page. Okay. Now I can resize it. I'm actually going to go back to the menu pages. So you could change the main ones. He has 3 main pages. Then under his work page, he has all these sub pages. Typically, you don't need the sub pages. I would say just for starting now, you guys could just do the main pages. You don't really need the sub pages. So I would just delete these out because that's going to cause confusion later. You would delete all those out, and as you can see now, I'm getting less and less. So I would just have like work and then maybe like portraits, landscapes, whatever, how you want to set it up. But that's getting started in Wix. I don't expect you guys to finish this. Just getting started is the goal now. But then once you're ready, and even if it's in progress, you can go ahead and publish it, and that's where you get your website link. That's what you're going to turn into me. So you'll actually go publish, and you can always go back, even though you're not done, you can publish it and turn in the link so we can look and see, so I can actually look at it online in its like fullest form, and then we can discuss like, what we might want to change or add or all that. So if you hit publish, then you hit publish and you'll hit save and continue. Now, this is going to be the name of your website. So once you hit save and continue, you're going to have this link. This is the link to your website. You're then going to select that link. Once I hit save and continue, I don't want to save and continue because I don't want to publish this because this was just for a demo. But once I hit save and continue, then it's going to give me this link, and I can copy that link. And then if I select it, right click, copy it, then I would paste that into the turn-in on Google Classroom. So then if I went to Google Classroom, I don't want to leave, but you guys know, if you go to the classroom, you go to the assignment, because eventually this will be an assignment for the Wix.com, and then you put it in there, and then when it says attach file, you're going to put attached link, and then you would click in it and then paste the link. But I'll walk through it with you guys when you get there. But this is just for those people who are kind of maybe finished the first 2 projects and are ready to move into the Wix website and want to start setting it up. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.